Is the Republican Party about to collapse under the weight of its own spending demands, all because of a ballroom? A massive billion-dollar internal dispute is threatening to derail the GOP's primary goal of funding immigration operations for the remainder of President Trump's term, and the drama unfolding in the Senate is reaching a breaking point. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you the unfiltered truth about what's going on in Washington. So, here's the situation. Senate Republicans are trying to push through a massive $72 billion reconciliation package. This bill is supposed to be the big, beautiful vehicle that funds immigration and customs enforcement and the Border Patrol for the next 3.5 years. But there is a massive problem. Tucked away inside that $72 billion is a request for $1 billion, with a BTO renovate and secure a ballroom at the White House. Senator Thom Tillis of North Carolina has drawn a line in the sand, telling his colleagues flat out that he will not support the package if that $1 billion for the ballroom stays in. And he isn't alone. Other key Republicans, including John Curtis, Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, and Rick Scott, are expressing serious frustration with the funding. Given how narrow the GOP's majority is in the Senate, Majority Leader John Thune cannot afford these defections. If enough Republicans break ranks, the entire funding package for border security and ICE could go up in smoke. But what exactly is that $1 billion for? According to an itemized readout, the administration is calling for $1 million to go toward White House complex hardening. This covers everything from bulletproof glass and drone detection technology to complex chemical filtration systems. They are arguing that these measures are essential to protecting the president, his family, and high-level visitors. On top of that, there is $180 million earmarked for a new visitor screening center and another $600 million for Secret Service training and aerial incursion defense. The administration's stance is that this is a critical national security upgrade. However, the opposition among Senate Republicans is fierce, with some calling the number completely made up. The tension is palpable. Even the Senate parliamentarian, Elizabeth McDonough, has weighed in, ruling that the ballroom funding doesn't fit the strict Byrd rule required for budget reconciliation. Her argument? This project is so complex and involves so many different government agencies that it falls outside the jurisdiction of the Judiciary Committee. For the Democrats, this is a moment of victory. Senator Jeff Merkley, the top Democrat on the Senate Budget Committee, is already slamming the GOP for what he calls a mission of chaos and corruption. He argues that Republicans are prioritizing a ballroom while ignoring the actual needs of the American people. While the parliamentarians' ruling acts as a sort of get-out-of-jail-free card for the GOP, allowing them to strip the provision and still pass the rest of the bill, the political damage has been done. Thune is trying to keep the momentum going, insisting that the process is a give-and-take and urging his party to strike while the iron is hot. But the reality is that the Republican Party is struggling to keep its own members in line. If they can't even agree on how to fund their own priorities without sparking a rebellion over a luxury security project, it raises serious questions about their ability to manage the rest of the agenda for the next few years. This isn't just about a ballroom. It's about the optics of spending during a time of economic uncertainty and border crisis. Is this a necessary move for the protection of the president, or is it exactly the kind of spending that voters despise? So what do you think about this? Is the security of the White House complex worth $1 billion, or should Republicans be focused exclusively on the border? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. As this saga continues to play out in the Senate, one thing is clear. The GOP is walking a razor-thin line. Whether they can pass this package by the end of the week or if it falls apart remains to be seen. Keep your eyes on the Senate floor, because this is far from over. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.